Hey there, it's Miss Sky, and we have reached session 10. The topic of session 10 is social network diversity. Your chapter that you will spend time in this week is chapter 6, and that chapter is entitled Social Networking. So when you think about social networking, you really need to think about the people that you know outside of just your realm. So like outside of just being a employee in one area, how many people do you know and do you communicate with in other areas or arenas or career fields that those relationships could prove beneficial to you? I can share with you that most of the jobs that I have secured in my tenure as an educator have been because of my social network. Someone knew that there was a job opening and someone else said, hey, I think I know somebody that would be great for that. So if you think about how important knowing people are, you will understand the importance of social networking. So you are going to read all of chapter 6, and you can power read through it and then circle back to the items that stand out to you that you will have to readdress in your work this week, or just whatever jumps out as interesting to you. But one of the very beginning paragraphs in your chapter discusses the need for social networking. So it discusses how the cultural landscape in our country is changing. And we also are in an intense time of economic changes, political changes, environmental changes. So we have a lot of uncertainty that seems to take turns presenting itself, but it has also created lots and lots of jobs and developments. And so your book says that it's clear that the ability to connect and form relationships with people from all walks of life is an absolutely essential part of any skill set. And diversity consciousness, social networking makes that possible. And so dive into chapter 6 and read about what exactly is social networking and why it's important that you make connections and build your social network. The first activity or assignment that you'll do this week is the dimensions of diversity within social networks, and you'll click on that link and you'll make a copy. You are experts at that by now. All right, the dimensions of diversity within social network assignment is going to send you back to some pages in your textbook. So you're going to go back to the very first page of chapter 6 on page 142, and you're going to reread the section about what is social networking. You're going to define those terms in the top two sections of this assignment there. And then when you get to page 170 through 174, you are going to learn about the key diversity issues in online social networking. So when we are going through and talking about the social networking aspects, you are going to really think about some of these topics. So age. What did you uncover while you were reading about the importance of the ages of the people that you social network? And then you're going to answer the question, what change has occurred within that dimension of age? All right, so there's a whole section in the reading 170 through 174 that addresses this. What has evolved and affected this dimension as it relates to social networking? All right, same thing about gender. What did you learn about gender in regards to social networking? And then you're going to answer those same questions. What's changed? What's evolved and affected? Race and ethnicity is another one. Social class is another one. And disability is the final one of the 5. When you get through those particular sections, you will complete a reflection. So I've listed out some questions for you that kind of can get you started thinking on how you can reflect on this assignment and how you can reflect on improving your social network as a whole. So just remember that reflection should be written in paragraph form, and it should be a substantial reflection. All right, so as you go through all of the concepts in the text of social networking, you should have a lot of reflections to share. Okay, when you're done with that assignment, we will then jump to the social network analysis journal. So I literally am asking you to do a thorough analysis of your social network. Remember, when we get ready to do our journal entries, formatting is part of our grade, and so we will copy what is between the dotted line. We will paste that into the entry box, and then we will get started. So the journal assignment asks you to go back and review the concepts in Chapter 6, specifically as you are reflecting on your social networks and the people that are in your social circle. So hint, hint, the people that are also friends and acquaintances of maybe your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, or other adults in your life can also be counted as your social network or your social circle. Anytime you interact with people and you see them frequently, or you know them enough to speak to them when you see them out and about, that is part of your social network, part of your social circle. So your 3 questions that you will answer in paragraph form is list the types of social networks you have in your life, okay? So is it school? Is it work? Is it a group that you're a part of? Is it a religion that you are a part of? Is it some sort of organization that you participate in? Okay, all those types of social networks. And then who are the people that make up that social circle? The second question is asking you to think about how you can utilize your social networks to help you reach your goals in life. I don't know what all of your goals are in life. What are your goals in life, and how can you use your current social networks to help you get there, right? Is it a scholarship recommendation? Or is it somebody that is going to be a reference for you at a job? I don't know. You're going to have to think about that. All right. And then think about the people who in your social circle can provide the most support to you as you pursue your goals that you have. And those are the people that you need to identify here in this journal assignment, but they are also the people that you need to work on relationships with. Build those relationships with those people so those people know that you're serious about your goals, you're goal-driven, and that you're dependable and accountable. All right, and then the last question is going to ask you to sort of plan here. So how might you grow or grow stronger the ties within your social circle or social network? And I sort of just gave some of those answers away, but think about the people in your social network or in your social circle that you can work on building stronger ties with. And how will you do that? So make sure you're explaining your answers thoroughly. I should see college level paragraph response for number 1, for number 2, and for number 3. And once you are done with that journal assignment, you are done with session 10. As always, I'm just an email away, so let me know if you need me.